This is the Negro Ninja. And before we start, I would like for y'all to take a look at this new heterosexual shirt that I'm wearing. If you like this shirt and if you want to support the channel, consider purchasing a t-shirt. The link is in the description. Thank you. And this is the Negro Ninja. And today I'm going to show a clip that proves that you cannot just listen to anybody that has something to say. All right. People think it's cool to just listen to whoever they think means well. Nobody gives a crap about who means well. Okay. The pathway to hell is paved with not only good intentions, but intentions in general. Okay. And let's just face it, a lot of people's intentions are nowhere near close to good. Niggas just think it's good. And why do niggas think it's good? Because they have zero respect for what is actually good. Okay. Now the clip I'm going to show y'all is a nigga that is opposite of this t-shirt. A nigga with a lot to say. Okay. Now there's a difference between productive speaking and just speaking for the sake of speaking. A lot of people are really doing what people that got demons do when they just you outside at night and somebody just ride past yelling out their car. Okay, this is what a lot of people are doing. So let's listen to what this fool has to say.
I lift my hands to give you the glory. I lift my hands to give praise, and we will praise you. It's just a temple. Syrup all over the communion. Don't care so much. Over the Bible, too. Y'all, stop acting like you care about this. Stop acting like this matters to you.
Okay, now y'all seen this nigga, and the only thing he said that was correct was they act like they care about the Bible, which they clearly do not, because if they gave a crap, they wouldn't let no homosexual be a pastor to them. Okay, that's Jesus 101. Anybody with base, as a matter of fact, let's just say, even if you wasn't deep into the Bible, you naturally know that rainbow zombieism is just something's off about it. Okay, your soul just tell you that it's evil. Over the years, they have taught people to think, oh, that's something normal. Okay, when it's not. Okay, if you want to get deep, anything can be normal. Normal is just the at least based off of people's definition, not the true definition. Normal is supposed to mean natural. But the way society uses the norm is the average of people that you see doing it the most. Okay, crime is the norm in the hood, but nobody agrees that it's correct. Okay, but when they want to talk about sweet people, all of a sudden it's a debate. Okay, now once again, how the heck did they get to the point to where a homosexual can preach the Bible to niggas that think they are heterosexual because of the lack of respect for what is good? The lack of respect of what is God, because good comes from God. You just take out the O and it's God. There's a reason why it is spelled the way it's spelled. Okay, like Jesus said, when somebody called Jesus, you're good, Jesus said, God is good. Something along them lines. He said it in a Jesus way. I think he said, don't call me that. The Father's good. Nobody's good but God. Okay, and that's the only way you can receive goodness is by knowing that yourself. Because we are all, you know, what they say, we like a wash rag or something, that, like the one with the soap on it, in comparison to the Most High. Okay, that's how unpure we are. But we most definitely wasn't no rainbow zombie. That's just completely beyond filth. Okay, once again, how? Because they have zero respect for what is good. Okay, now let's break it down. Okay, it's like I was telling people years ago when people were stealing my points And people just told me, well, man, he's getting the message out there. That's all that matters. Once again, F you. Your message is out there. So let me go and sell some stuff. These niggas keep stealing my merchandise and selling it for cheap. Well, man, they get your merchandise out there. Why should you have the glory? Okay. It's an ego thing, man. You got to get out of your ego. Okay. So if it's an ego thing, then why are you boosting their ego? If anybody's going to get an ego boost, it's going to be the person that did zero to get, the reputation that somebody else that earned it should have. All right. Now you see contradiction all over the place. Okay. Contradiction, the rainbow zombie is a pastor. A rainbow zombie clearly has the serpent in their soul. That's why okay, completely opposite of heterosexual. Okay, to produce, you have God in you. Okay, rainbow zombieism is just straight death, and death is what he was teaching. It's just the temple. Now let's break this down even more. Because growing up, people came at me, well, females came at me nasty like that. Okay, throughout, most of my life, yeah, muscles, well, I still got them. As a teenager, and the girl, I told y'all the story, she went hard on me. She said, what's your six pack gonna do for me? Who cares? You ain't driving, you ain't got an apartment, you ain't got this, which is filthy. So she said, F you for who you are. Okay, now you have to just think about the temple. And how he say it's just the temple. Think about how God told them to keep his temple. When Solomon built his temple, it was clean. He didn't play filth at all. It was clean at all times. If you violated the temple in any kind of way, you would die on the spot. Okay, like what happened to Aaron's sons who didn't follow God's direction when it came to a sacrifice. They just figured, whatever, we'll do more than what you just said. And they got burnt alive. But it's just the temple, huh? We shouldn't have any rules for the temple when God himself teaches you how to keep your temple in Leviticus. Now, I'm not fixing to go down the list and read what he said because, once again, if people really want to know, they'll figure it out for themselves. Read Leviticus. That's all you got to do. Okay? Because if you just sit around and let me just wait for somebody to just tell me something deep, you end up like them idiots that's listening to a rainbow zombie preach. Because you don't have enough respect for the word to seek it. You're not respecting God's heart like David did. He was after God's heart. You have to be after God's heart. Pick up the goddamn Bible. Okay, you got the internet to help you out too, to figure out where a specific passage is at. Really, no excuse. They're allowing people to feed you without seeing what the heck it is. Okay, now let's go back to the temple and in simple worldly terms. Like in layman's terms, everyday situations like, oh, it's talking that junk. Okay, now continuing what the bitch told me, right? I remember seeing a female comedian not too long ago, and I want to find a video, but I don't feel like looking for it because it's taking too long. But she was a black female comedian, and she was talking about how when she was in her 20s, she preferred a guy with a six pack. Okay, she wanted a good temple. But as she got 30, she became more realistic. And I was like, hold up. How's that becoming more realistic when you was getting what you want? That don't make any sense. Now, once again, she made a choice. Let me just fail at 30. Okay, she got what she wanted. Now, okay, let me just put this aside real quick. How many niggas get what they want at 20? I want me a bitch that look like Barbie. I want a bitch that's shaped like one of them bitches from Streets of Rage 3. You know them girls in the club? Okay, that is a pipe dream for most niggas. A bitch can get a buff nigga anytime she want to. And she just threw it all away. Okay, so continuing. What is the second part of her joke? She said she just like to eat now. And she wants a specific lifestyle. And the guys that have that lifestyle, It's the niggas that have big guts. And the punchline was, I want to eat. And when I see a nigga with a gut, he eat, I eat, we eat. That's what she said. Okay. And she was dead serious because, we really, they don't know how to make jokes. They just basically confess their BS about dating when they up on the stage doing stand-up comedy. Okay. Now, what makes that destructive? Okay, she's not respecting the temple. All right. And somebody could just naively say, well, Negro Ninja, females think differently about relationships than guys. No, the heck they don't. They just rebellious. Now, let's apply this to a dude. Okay, let's apply this to you. Okay, we over here looking at hoes. Remember when we used to look at hoes on the streams? Okay, everybody had some nice choices of bitches. But you just get hungry. What you gonna do? Oh, I'm hungry. I'm just looking for a bitch with a fat stomach. I'm just hungry. Okay, so you want to eat. You found somebody that know where the food is at. Okay, which is still not logical. Okay, so now you ate. Now I'm horny. What you gonna do? This bitch is too fat. I don't want to have sex with her. Let me go and find another one. So you cheating on her, and then you could be married and you cheating. All right, you're not respecting the temple. So it's just messy, like a messy temple, like what this nigga was just doing with the syrup. All over the place like a whole. Zero structure. Okay. And then, like I said, it don't make sense. Why throw away one thing for one thing? It don't make any sense. Okay, get you a bitch that look good. Nigga, you should know where the food is at. That's a grown ass bitch. She should know where the food is at. You got a job. Okay. Now, once again, do you hear the similarities of what doomed mankind to begin with? Something to do with the temple, which is food. Hmm. Okay, we're taking it back to the female comedian once again. Oh, F was right. I want to eat. Eve. F was right. I want to eat. I don't even know what this is, but I want to eat it. Okay, what does bitches do on a regular basis? Whoever can give me the food, that's what I'm going after. I can care less as long as you pay for the date. F you. F your character. F your looks. Feed me. Now, how do the bitch's temple look? Like something that you don't want to be in. Matter of fact, it's not even a temple at this point. It's just a shack. Maybe even a junkyard or graveyard. Bitches look like a motel. And not one of them gut ones either, like one of them shady ones where they do meth and stuff in. Which is ironic because bitches also love drugs, which is also a form of consumption. Okay, is that not a part of a diet? Okay, especially considering that niggas lose weight just by consuming that alone. Oh, after food, I just want the drugs. Okay, and like the drugs make them feel good. It don't have to make sense to them. Okay, whatever, just come in the temple as long as you make me feel good. I don't care. Like how they let the rainbow zombie in. He's saying something that sounds fun to them. Let's just be messy, honey. Okay, and it's messiness not what they do with all the gossiping and the backhanded compliments and the cheating and etc. Okay, this church is not appeal to bitches more than it appeals to niggas, and that's one of the main reasons why that niggas in there. Okay, like drugs, stupid information makes people feel in love with themselves when they say it, and the idiots listening feels in love with themselves when they hear it because it resonates with their own stupidity. Like when that nigga was in the church twerking and he's a nigga. Okay, he don't care how stupid it made him look. He just feels like he can do whatever he wants to, and it make them bitches feel like, oh well, Jesus is lenient. Anything goes. Yeah, everything goes when it's not in line with Jesus, and it's somewhere you ain't trying to be. Okay, actually, it's where they trying to be, but not where you trying to be. Okay, and you remember when people actually took people more seriously based off of what they went through? You've been through this. You can tell me about this. You ain't been through this. You can't say nothing about it. They will listen to people that haven't been through something. Okay, and once again, It doesn't matter that they haven't been through something. The issue is they ain't been through something and they act like they have been through it because they heard somebody else say it and they just want all the glory. Okay, even if they don't really necessarily copy the person all the way, they just copy them enough just to get the other person hooked. Okay, because all they really after is your mind. Okay, if they can get you hooked, they can say whatever you want. That's why he's saying the stupid stuff he was saying in that video. Okay, if he was trying to win them over, he'll just be saying stereotypical stuff that's basic. Oh, right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay, he'll keep that going until you trust me now. Now I'm finna twerk in front of everybody in a church and pour syrup on the Bible. Okay, him pouring the syrup on the Bible represents him trying to corrupt, you know, the Holy Spirit, which is what Satan hopes to do to the righteous. Okay, like when people steal and then they try to crap on the person they stealing from, the same thing, like he was just disrespecting the Bible in the communion, pouring syrup on it. Nobody gives a F about you if they trying to tell you something that they don't know what the heck they talking about. Okay, listen to somebody that know what they're talking about, man. I had a hard time. I'm make sure y'all niggas don't go through this. This is what happened. Okay, that's somebody that gives a crap. And for people to act like the source and the message is not equal, that's just blasphemous. Okay, if you hear somebody with that mindset, you might want to cut them off quickly or gradually if you have to, as long as you're in the process of cutting them off, because something stupid is going to happen whether you like it or not. Okay, that's the devil talking to you. It don't matter. Let me teach you how to disarm this bomb. I never tried it. I never had any training, but I can teach you. Okay. I just heard somebody say the red wire. You don't know why he said the red wire in that context. You think it's a red wire for any type of bomb. Now you're gone. And that's all I got to say for this message. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.